Welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey, folks. Last time we Princess Peach got kidnapped, shocker, and we met Cappy. In this episode, we're gonna venture into the Cascade Kingdom. I love this kingdom. It's so good. It's all Jurassic-y. It's like a Jurassic World, if you will. Ayo. Just starting off, as you saw there, we collected purple coins. If you've played any other previous Mario game, or if you for some reason watched my LPs of Galaxy 1 and 2, first off, I'm sorry. Those LPs haven't aged well. You know, purple coins, and those games were kind of like a collectible for, well, in Galaxy 1 and 2. They were kind of like a thing you did for certain worlds. So you'd have like a purple coin comet, and you'd have to collect purple coins in that world. This game, they are completely different. So what you do with purple coins here, they're kind of like your money, besides like regular coins. And we'll get more into those later on. As for now, we have a collectible there that we need to get. So let's do a fancy jump, and boom. You got a moon! I love the moon, or the You Got a Moon theme. It's really good. It makes me happy inside. So, Power Moons are a bit different, as this entire game is from a regular Mario game. With a previous Mario games, more like, if you've played, for example, 64, Sunshine, or the Galaxy games, you know that usually you do a level, like, you'll have, for example, Galaxy, you have Honey Hive, you know, or that bee level, I think that's what it's called. And with that, you will do a level or an objective, and you'll get a star at the end of the level. Mario Odyssey is very different, where it takes more of a, I want to say a Banjo-Kazooie approach, where with Banjo-Kazooie, you'll collect Jiggies. With this, you'll collect Power Moons. And I haven't played Banjo-Kazooie, and I feel like I'm going to get that wrong, so I apologize. But that's kind of what you're doing for this game. This is more collect-a-thon-y-ish. That's totally a word, I promise, than the other Mario games. This game is not linear in the slightest. It's nothing like Galaxy 2, which is pretty linear. This is definitely more akin to 64, but it's like if you took Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie and combined them into one. Speaking of Mario 64, there's a painting. I wonder if we're going to come back here and see what's up with that painting. Maybe. But I do like that, and I'm going to steal something from Donkey here, because the perfect way to describe the levels for this game are they're like a jungle gym, which is perfect, you know, because it's what these levels are. They're a big jungle gym full of fun and wonderment, which I love this game. I don't know if you can tell this from so far of this episode and the last episode, but this game makes me happy inside, and which is weird. Not to me, but, you know, I love Mario Odyssey, and I really can't wait to explain why. One reason I can't explain why, actually, is this music is really freaking good. Like, see, Cascade Kingdom is, to me, it's the perfect way to start a Mario game, you know? It's technically the second level, but because you have the Cap Kingdom, which, while, before I get into that, let me talk about the soundtrack really quickly. I love Mario Odyssey's soundtrack. I don't think it's as good as Galaxy, because, to be fair, Galaxy is, like, a god-tier soundtrack. Like, not many games, I think, can truly fight Mario Galaxy when it comes to soundtrack. But this game, while it doesn't have as many good songs as Galaxy, and to be fair, with this game, it's not, I don't want to say it's its fault, because with Galaxy, you have a lot of levels in that game. With this game, you have only, like, 10 levels, which, they're really big levels, which helps it, but you do eventually get kind of tired of hearing the exact same song. Another reason I love Mario Odyssey, you get to play as a freaking dinosaur. I remember when they showed this game at E3 of 2017, and they showed this dinosaur, like, on the ground. Everyone's like, oh, it's a Monster Hunter. And then, oh, you see Cappy on top, and it's a Mario turned into a dinosaur. I legit geeked out pretty hard which I don't know what that says about me. But one thing I love is when, and you can't really see it very well, but you can see with Cappy possessing the T-Rex gets a mustache, and that cracks me up so freaking much, and I don't know why. But I think it's just because it's a giant T-Rex. It's really threatening, and it's kind of realistic looking. And it has a Mario hat and a mustache. That's it. I love that. Like, you're gonna see it. Well, you saw it with, like, the frog. And one thing to get into that I didn't bring up last time that I really like about the frog power-up is you get Charles Martinet saying "ribbit" for the frog. It cracks me up a lot. This game has a lot of charm, in case you can't tell. But, I love that. All of, like, the possessions. And we'll see more possessions later on. But they will get a mustache because they're taken over by Mario. As you saw back there, Mario threw his hat at a Cat Mario, and there's one there. I can never get that Cat Mario sticker. Basically, if you hit the Cat Mario, you will get, I think it's 5 to 10 coins. It's 5 or 10, I don't really know. But, yeah. Like I brought up in the last episode, you definitely want to collect a lot of coins, and we'll be going after Power Moons. I know I've been kind of not really doing anything so far in this episode. We will collect more moons throughout this part and the next part. One thing from Mario Odyssey, you may be wondering if you haven't played this game, how does this game, like, work with Power Moons? Like, how many do you need to have by the end of the game? One good thing they really do about this game that I love to death is that by the end of the game, I believe you have to have 200 Power Moons. Or no, you have to have 120 by the end of the game. There are 10 worlds, and I think the game tells you you have to collect a certain amount of Power Moons in the game. The speedruns for this game are nuts. I don't know if anybody's watched them, but they're insane. They're not as insane as Breath of the Wild, but they're still pretty awesome. You can beat this game really quickly, and I'm not going to just go get 120, and I'm not going to do 100% because there's like 900 of these things, and I would die. But I will try and get quite a few Power Moons, because I do want to show the secret level for this game, that I usually don't do that for other 3D Mario games, but that's just to show how special this game is to me, I'm going to do it, especially because that final level drives me nuts. But yeah, we'll be getting quite a few Power Moons throughout the game. Like I said, they're your collectibles for the game. Pretty simple. I can't really... I'll talk about what purple coins do later on, but let me just say... I will be getting all of the collectibles that you can get with these coins, because I do really think they're cool to show off. So, purple coins, I'll just say this here, you may be thinking, why is there only 50? Don't worry, we will be seeing more purple coins later in each world, so no need to worry. There's Cat Peach, she gives you a heart. As I said earlier, if you get the heart and you already have like 3 health or 6 health, you will get more coins. So, you can really exploit at least the Cascade Kingdom to come here and coin grind. I definitely recommend that if you want to get a lot of power, or not powers, but items later on in the game, I'll say that. I love that you still can control a T-Rex. Like, you know, Mario games have, like, 3D Mario games obviously aren't the best when it comes to power-ups. Besides Galaxy 2, please bring back Cloud Mario one of these days. And Rock Mario. Actually, I think Rock Mario is very underrated. But, I love that you can control a giant T-Rex. Like, this is the coolest power-up in any Mario game ever. The one good thing is, what I was kind of worried about when this game first came out was that the game would chug when you play as the T-Rex. And usually this game doesn't have many frame rate issues, if any. I don't really remember much in terms of frame rate issues. But you can jump out of, like, a possession at any time you want, so it's pretty nice to do. The T-Rex isn't my favorite possession, but it's definitely one of them. And hello, 8-Bit Mario. A nice thing they do here, and I want to get into this topic a little bit. This game does nostalgia right in the way, at least I think it does, where they have these little 8-bit sections, which are nice, you know, but they don't, like, force them into the game, like, oh my god, nostalgia overload. They're just here for certain parts of the game, and it's a nice little touch if you want to do a nice 2D section in these games, which I am fine with if they do these, you know, they don't hurt anything. It's a really nice way to do 8-bit, or new nostalgia, I think. And plus you get nice little 8-bit renditions of the songs of the game, or level of songs, whatever. And one thing I will bring up, for people who may be worried if Cappy's kind of annoying, kind of similar to like a, I guess I'll compare it to like a Navi, or a 5 from, like, Legend of Zelda. Cappy's not annoying in the slightest. I think you can turn Cappy off. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think you can. Not like him, like, playable, you know, Cappy, but you can turn off him talking, I'm pretty sure, so... I love coming up here on this giant rhinoceros. It's not a rhinoceros. I don't know what this dinosaur is called. And just looking around. It's so cool. It's a shame they don't put a power moon on top of his nose. You would think they would do that. I love that her chain chomp is called Chain Chompykins. Like, that's so dumb, but I love it at the same time. This fight's not hard in the slightest. Literally what you want to do is you want Chain Chompykins, that's a mouthful, to move, and you want to take over Chain Chompykins. And Chain Chompykins gets a mustache. I don't know this for sure, but, like, I don't know. This rabbit lady, she reminds me of Big Mom from One Piece. Just, she's a rabbit, basically. If she just, like, took her soul and put it into other... Oh my god, now that I think about it, Mario's kind of taking his soul and putting it in other stuff. It really kind of is like a Big Mom situation. Spoilers for One Piece fans out there. But, yeah, this fight's not hard. I really like that you can take over Chain Chompykins, and it comes back and hits her in the face. It's a really nice touch. But yeah, it's not hard. None of the boss fights in this game are particularly hard in any way, shape, or form. I think they're all pretty simple, but they're fun, is what I like about it. That's one thing I will say, a common complaint I have heard about this game is that it is a little too easy, which I will admit the game is not hard, and really, it's not very hard to begin with, like, just getting the end game. But it's still very fun, I think. Making another One Piece reference, it looks like Kaku's double fruit. Time for our first moon. Well, maybe not. Okay, do a super jump, Mario. There we go. You got a multi-moon! I love that sound. I've missed doing that from the Galaxy games. So with that, we've got the multi-moon. We have enough moons to move on to the next area, but we're not going to do that yet. We still have quite a few moons left here, so we're going to explore Cascade Kingdom a little bit more. Don't worry, we'll be going to the next kingdom in the next part. But I do want to show more of this kingdom off, especially because the last episode was really short, so I like to make longer episodes. So there, we can go into a pipe. I could have shown that earlier. Well, no, I could have shown that earlier because there wasn't a chain jump there. Like you saw earlier, I actually got up to this area by, kind of, not breaking, but basically jumping up on that one rock to get up there. That is something I really love about this game, is you can, like I brought up in the last part, and kind of in this part, you can kind of break some areas to make this game a lot easier. If you've seen the Donkey video, he actually does quite a bit of this, but, and I'll be showing quite a bit of it as well. But you can, with Cappy, he's such a versatile character where you can do so much without doing it the game actually, the way it's recommended, I guess is how I want to put it. So it's kind of like Breath of the Wild, where in Breath of the Wild you can do whatever you want, basically, when you want. So, like, if you want to go fight Ganon in the beginning of the game, you can go and fight Ganon. It's not recommended, but you can do it. This game doesn't let you go fight Bowser just from the beginning, I will say that now. But, let's say there is a platform that you can't, like, the game doesn't really, it's not very easy to get to. With Cappy, you can completely skip it and get to that platform you're not really supposed you're not supposed to be able to get to. So, for example, let's say there's a really high platform. With Cappy, you can do a backflip, jump off the wall, like, jump on the wall, kick yourself off the wall, throw Cappy, and then dive onto the platform. It's kind of hard to explain. I will be for sure doing this in a later part, so don't worry, but it's very simple to do. One thing about the 8-bit sections, though, is you cannot throw Cappy, which I understand why you can't do it. It's a bit of a shame, but, you know, it probably would make these, you'd probably make these sections a little too easy. But I do like these sections. I actually think these 8-bit sections are pretty fun. Like, I much prefer the 3D stuff, you know, but they're a nice touch. And I like the 8-bit music, so... I will say, like, I really do like the soundtrack for this game. I know a couple people who don't really... They don't think it's bad, but they don't like it nearly as much. And while I don't think it's, like, the best Mario soundtrack, I kind of brought it up earlier, I don't think it's as good as Galaxy 1 or 2. I still think it has some pretty good music. We'll get more into it later on, but, like, this is... I don't want to say this is the weakest 3D Mario soundtrack, because for me, it's kind of tied with Sunshine. But, and yeah, I love that it is like a little 8-bit moon that's really cute. And when you get a moon, your health comes back. That's why I do think this game is a little too easy as your health comes back. I get why they do that, but still, it's a little too easy. But, it's not like Kirby's Epic Yarn easy, but this game is pretty simple. But... It's still a good soundtrack overall. Like, I think it's tied with Sunshine, to me, is like just, I guess I'll rank the soundtracks. I have time to kill. For me, it goes Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, 64, 3D World, 3D Land, and then probably this game, and then Sunshine. Nothing wrong with the Sunshine soundtrack, it's just I don't particularly think it's amazing.
Years later.
You know, it's an okay soundtrack. Like, you have, like, Rico Harbor, which is good, and you have the Isle Delfino theme. This game gives some good music as well. You have, obviously, the Cascade Kingdom. You have, I don't really want to spoil the worlds, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. I think actually what kind of hurts this game is these songs are good. I think you just hear them so much where you don't really think that much about them. Which, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. That's a typical thing with games. Like, I get that with Zelda a lot, where I love Zelda music, but you hear it so much, you're like, okay, I'm kind of getting tired of hearing this song a bit. I think it's kind of what actually helps Sonic a bit, because the levels go by so fast, you're like, oh, I didn't really listen to that song that much. And then you listen to it on YouTube, and you're like, wow, this song's really good. Except for Sonic Forces. Which is funny, because I actually think Sega kind of thought this game, or Forces would compete with this game, apparently. Like, I know Odyssey and Forces came out like a week apart, and I think they actually expected Forces to compete with Odyssey, which I was like, that's not gonna happen. I might be wrong about that. I heard that somewhere, and I was like, oh, I don't think that's gonna happen. Because this game was really hyped up. Like, this is by far my favorite Switch game. Like, I only have 2 Switch games. It's this and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but still, I like this game a lot. It's definitely... I'm still at the point where I don't really know if I prefer this game over Galaxy yet. I really like both a lot, so it's kind of a hard battle there. Another thing I really like about this game, because I remember when this game kind of got out, some people were kind of worried about, like, the levels getting kind of boring, because they're like, well, maybe I want to go to, like, a toxic level, kind of like, or a poison level, whatever. One cool thing they do is, while you have, like, a Cascade Kingdom, you have little levels like this. So basically, it's kind of like a little level built inside of a big level, which I like. It's like, a big fish in a little pond. I guess it's not the actual metaphor, but it's the best way to put it, I guess. I don't know, that probably makes no sense, but, you know. Also, this is very random, but this is playing the Underground theme. I have never liked the Underground theme until Mario Maker came out, because the Mario Maker mix for that game is really good. I don't know, like, the Underground level music, it's never been my thing. Like, when it comes to, like, Mario 1 music, I was always more of a fan of, like, the water level music, personally. I don't know, I just kind of like it more. Well, this game is kind of similar to, like, Breath of the Wild, because when they were making this game in Breath of the Wild, they wanted to do something that would kind of freshen up the series. Like, Breath of the Wild, they made it open world and stuff, and you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. Which they wanted to make it, you know, freshen up the series. They did this as well to freshen up the series, which I'm glad, because while I do... Bringing it up, with 3D World, 3D Land, they're fine games, but I was really wanting them to do something, like, go back to, like, the 64 style, or do something new, and they kind of did both, I guess, which I'm very happy, because I love the style. Whenever they make an Odyssey 2, which I think they will, I really hope they, you know, they keep this style for a bit, because it's really fun. Yeah, I had a very hard time here with these chain chomps, to put it lightly. I'm not good at aiming them. What can I say? I have poor aim. Like I said, I love that they have little areas like this in this game. It's so nice, and you can expect there to be, like there is a hidden area. There's a lot of hidden areas in Mario Odyssey. We are going to see a lot of hidden areas, and especially in these little mini levels, there's a lot of extra moons you can get. A couple in particular I will show off. I think some get unlocked in the post-game, so I will try and show some of them off. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the underground theme. I just never really cared for it. Like, it's not bad by any means. It's just kind of okay. The Mario Maker remix of it is really good, though, so I recommend that. But yeah, as of right now, we have quite a few moons. We're not gonna go to the Odyssey yet. We'll actually be saving that for the next part. And speaking of the next part, I'll see you guys next time for more Super Mario Odyssey. See you later, guys.